welcome back. And we are doing more Warframe TOG. I'll claim my reward. I'm Steve, your grumpy old Warframe, and this is Warframe TOG. We have been working for the last couple of streams on trying to get a number of things done. In particular, we wanted to farm a lot of relics to get a lot of ducats for Barraketeer, and we got pretty close to what we wanted. We still would like a little bit more. I'm going to quickly check some stuff here. There is still an option of an arbitration mission. We might come back with that. Kill enemies with abilities. Interesting. I might have to do some more of that.
Let's get back to it.
Okay. So, what our job is right now, and our primary and only job, really, because I'm not going to have much of a chance to do this. I might have a chance on Monday if I don't have a chance to do it today. Is to finish getting the parts that we need for Nidus Prime and Octavia Prime. For Nidus Prime, I need Mezzo N15s, which I don't have any more of. And for Octavia Prime, I need Lith ones. They both can be gotten from Varzia. So we're going to go to Varzia. And we're going to talk to her.
My attention. No guarantees with void relics. Just like life.
Okay, so I'm going to get another Mezzo N15. I'm going to purchase that. And I believe the other one we need is this Axie P5. Now the Axie P5, we're only looking for the common in it. Okay. We have only 4 days and 17 hours to finish getting all of these. But I'm going to try and make a push to get it tonight, if we can. Hold on. All right. So we're back here. That N15 would need to be radiant. Can we make it radiant right now? Yes, we can. So I'm going to make the N15 radiant. Okay. So the N15 is radiant. I don't know what happened here. This Axie P5, however, because we are looking for the common Octavia Prime Neuroptics blueprint, we do not want it to be radiant to give us the best chance of getting a common. Now, we got the Vasto Prime Barrel the last time we did it. We'll see. Hopefully, we won't have to break open very many of these. We're going to try and open both of these, and then we're going to move on and do something else. Now, is the situation going to be helpful to us? We have a defense missions for Mezzo. We have an exterminate mission for Axie. So I'm going to come over here, come back out here. We're going to go to our arsenal, switch to Rhino.
I will attempt to bypass this vault.
Okay. And then we're going to go do that Axie exterminate mission in order to unlock the Axie relic we just got. Okay. Axie P5, here we go. Equip for mission, yes.
You are not alone.
This tower is full of life forms, all corrupted by the neural sentry. Clean them out. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. We're near a fissure. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. And we're going to need more reactant. Want to open that relic. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The Grenier should have known better than to walk into an Oregon tower unprepared. Let's clean up their mess.
My Warframe is strong.
If everything's down from here. Oh, I'll take that sculpture. Happily. Which way? Oh, that way. Where are we going? Up? I don't know if we're going up. I think we're going up.
For the 10.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh yeah. This is the way.
Broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
And there's our Octavia Prime Neuroptics that we wanted from there. I will happily take that.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
So with that, we have the building blocks for our first Prime Warframe, Octavia. And I'm going to start her in the pipeline. It takes time, like most other things do. Okay, so we come over here, go to my foundry. I'm going to type Octavia. All right, so we have the Octavia Prime Chassis, Neuroptics and Systems. We have all of the materials that we need to build them, including the argon crystals and the nitane extract. So we're going to build them. Systems. and chassis. Alright, and tomorrow or Monday we will manage to put all three of those together and create Octavia Prime. Octavia Prime is an interesting Warframe. Octavia is an interesting Warframe. It's very musical. So, okay. Which now brings us to the other one, which is our Mezzo relic. Now, do we have, how many of those do we have? Before I go into a defense mission, I want to have at least 4 Mezzo relics. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 4 of them. Okay, so that'll be good. So we'll go in and try that one. Alright. Up with, for defense, we're going to use Hydroid. Alright. I'm going to go to Arsenal. Nope. I'm going to go to Navigation. And we are going to go to, let's see, it really doesn't matter whether I do Phobos or Ceres here. They're both about the same. One's Corpus, one's Grenier. I guess we will do Gulliver. That'll be fine. And we're going to start with our N15 Radiant and hope that we manage to get our Nezha Prime chassis blueprint.
Position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find one.
Alright. We've cracked our relic. So you can see we're killing things with enemies here. Oh, I should have modded my sword for blast. And that way anything that I kill with... Oh, maybe my sword is modded for blast. I don't recall. Oh, it's not.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Got everything but what we wanted. I'll take the Octavia Prime chassis blueprint because we'll have an extra and we can sell it. And it's worth the most ducats. Alright, I guess we're not.
We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Alright, we did not get anywhere near enough void traces on either from that I suspect. We can't radiant another relic. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to grab another relic. Let's see. I only have 3 Mesa relics. No, let's do some lith stuff so that I can get some void traces, because we have a lot of lith relics and we have very little of everything else. Lith has an interception mission. Well, for interception, we're better off with Frost. Because Frost can put a bubble up around each of the interception sites, whereas Hydroid can only put it around the one active site it's working on.
Oh, sorry.
Alright.
Orbis will play with the volume off. Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Nearby communications towers are broadcasting crucial enemy intelligence. Capture the towers and decode any incoming messages. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open.
Oh, I could use some more energy. I don't have energy. Alright, well, I guess I'm
Found
doing the
fissure.
3.
Look out for reactant.
What the hell?
Use that reactant to open a relic. This
That's
tower
kind
is
of
ours
weird.
now. You have captured a radio tower.
Alright.
The reactant
Now
is
we got
on
some
the way.
energy.
Find more. The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture
Which
it.
one? A, B, C, D. Did they take mine back? Oh, fool. I'm not in the right spot, am I?
We are in total control. Keep fighting.
This is Delta. We'll put a snow globe up around Delta, slowed them down there. We've got one there. I should have one. This isn't Alpha Beta, it's the other side. I keep always getting that confused. Put up a snow globe through here. I need more energy again, man. I am. Which one? There we go. Where is...
That's it.
C is over here.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Alright, so got snow globes around all of them. Or we should.
We have lost control of a tower. We are dominating. Keep it up.
Which one? C is now in danger.
We have decoded the message. The remaining enemies must not report back to their command. Eliminate everyone. The enemy have deployed fierce reinforcements. Are you willing to stay and decode more messages?
Oh, let's see. I'll take the Zylok Prime receiver.
They are broadcasting another message. Make sure the enemy never receives it.
Ooh. We've got a group here who's trying for something very specific. Why are you not on one of the other ones?
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
There's a conflict here. Why is there conflict here? There's somebody up here? Alright, well, there's no point to trying.
Lost.
We have to go and save the other towers.
Father Thrannen, your sacred tokens shall remain secure from the grasp of the idol.
Delta's fine. Charlie. Where is Charlie? Charlie's right here.
You have captured captured a radio tower.
Delta. I think this is Delta. No, that's Bravo. Delta's the one down here.
The enemy has captured a tower. We have lost control of a tower.
Alright.
Tower online. Tower captured. Beginning stream control now.
What is with this guy? I've got an immortal here. Bugged out.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened. Message. Clear the area. Extraction is available, but there are more messages to be decoded. Will you stay or go? I have detected another message incoming. Capture and decode the signal.
This is just not happening. I give up.
This tower is ours now. Power captured. Beginning stream decode now. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. To learn of our espionage. Eliminate the remaining enemy personnel. More data is being broadcasted. Are you willing to risk going back into the field?
I bet you they pull out here because it looks like they were all looking for that.
Try and capture another signal. Be careful though. The enemy has surely rallied.
I did not click go ahead. That was weird. That was very weird. I find that exceedingly weird that it did that.
You have captured a radio
Okay.
tower. The enemy have captured a tower. This tower is ours now.
Oh, I missed. I can't believe I missed that. What am I conflicting with? Hello? There we go.
Tower lost.
Where? Alright, somebody's got to get B back. Nobody's even working on it. Seriously. What is wrong with these people? That they aren't even trying to get these things back.
Tower online.
Yes, it's important to get the Radiant, but it's also important that we finish this.
You have collected enough reactants to open your relic.
Everybody's got Radiant. Okay, good.
Clear out the remaining enemy forces. More data is being broadcasted. Are you willing to risk going back into the field?
I'll keep the early prime chassis blueprint.
I have detected another message incoming. Capture and decode the signal. Good work today. Not only have we decoded the enemy transmissions, we have also disrupted their communications.
Okay, so we got a couple of things out of that. We got some Meso relics. We've gotten some enough void traces to try another Meso attempt. So we're going to go do that. And we're going to go to visit Varzia. And I will be right back while this is loading.
Look at you, looking so fine. No wonder your Uncle Teshin's proud. Aya, regular and regal. Bring it here. Ayatans, to the sweet thing over there.
And I'm back. All right, so let's talk to Varzia.
Behaving yourself?
No, we are not behaving
The
ourselves.
Prime Vanguard, the pride of Empire.
Okay, here we go again. Meso N15. Gonna grab one of them.
May the void bring you what you need.
Gonna exit
Make me
and
proud.
leave Maru's Bazaar. Yes. And we are gonna go look for a Meso Fisher. Now we have defense fishers. That's pretty much all we got access to. I'm gonna go with this Phobos one. Oop, no. For defense, I'm gonna switch back to Hydroid. Boy. Hydroid. I am going to swap out this Mark 1 power, so I don't need it anymore. There is a Mark 1 Strun I can swap in for a little bit of mastery rank. I can swap out the Mark 1 Furus, and there's a little bit a Mark 1 Kanai I can swap in for a little bit of mastery rank. Other than that, there's no point in my doing any of that.
As ready as you will ever be.
Okay. So go up to navigation. And now we can select our defense mission. Okay, we are going to select that N15 we just bought and upgrade it to Radiant. And cross our fingers again. Equip for mission, yes.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
There we go. We are on.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Enemies are dropping reactant. The reactant is working on your relic.
Again, my apologies for the cough. I'm going to turn my mic off for a bit.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is open.
You're making waves, dreamers. I can feel it.
Alright, we're almost at the moment of truth here. I'm betting another Lex Prime Barrel blueprint or something like that. Or maybe a form of blueprint. That's what mine will come up with. Another Pandero Prime blueprint. Ah, I'll take the Lavos Prime Neuroptics blueprint over here. And now we have to get more void traces so that we can do another one. Doesn't really matter. I'll do this T8.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery. It. You opened the relic. Finish your mission
Yep.
and we'll take a look inside.
Alright, so the Mark 1 Strun is leveled up too.
Harvest Granum, your sacred tokens shall remain secure from the grasp of the idol.
No, it won't. I hate to tell you, Guy, but no, that token is about to get squashed and taken by everybody. And there it is. Of course, I have to go all the way over here and all the way up there. Where are the rest of my tentacles? That's a sad state of affairs. Let's fix that. we got a lot more out here. They're all upstairs, I guess. I don't see many things left. There's a few.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Of course. Yeah, I've already got one of these. I'll get another one. Looks like we're withdrawing.
We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
I do not have enough to radiant another one yet. Alright, let's see. There's nothing quick. Curses. I'd do at least a one with defense just to get enough void traces to radiant another one. Yeah, we've got 91. We need 9. So if I put this one, I am not refining it.
Operator, did you hear that? It's
But I will equip it for the mission.
Cosmic background radiation is a riot.
Hydroid is pretty good for mobile defense too. So.
This is a mobile defense mission.
Okay.
You must
And
deliver
somebody's
payloads
got
and
this
defend
map.
a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you. Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? We're near a fissure. Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Lieutenant. This will take a moment. Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You are surrounded by Grenier Marines. working on it. Continue to defend.
Where the heck are the spawns?
Keep moving. This will only get more difficult. Get to a terminal and prepare for enemy resistance. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. Iron antenna. This will take a moment. We are finished here. Move on. Well done, Colonel. Your relic is opened. There is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. Iron Tenno. This will take a moment. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Still working on it. Continue to defend. The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
You know, I might have to take. No, I'll take another Cedo Prime receiver because I can sell it for 45 ducats.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
And I got 15 void traces, which is enough for me to radiant another one. Now you may notice my Cephalon Suda is getting close to maxed out. I'm not particularly worried about it today, but we'll have to go buy stuff soon enough. Alright. Actually, yeah, we've maxed it out for the day anyway. Let's see what we got for purchase here. View offerings. I'm going to sort by price. The most expensive things that are in here are these weapons, which I'm not going to get, or the adapter blueprint. And so everything else is the 25,000 stuff. So we sort by name, or actually default is the way to do it. Okay. And we want to make sure we get every one of these things. Let's see. Do we have anything that applies to stuff that we're going to be doing? Like, is that? Oh no, one of these is a augment for a different situation. Frost. Adding Chilling Globe to Frost would be a cool thing, and make Frost, even Frost snow globes, more effective in that they will freeze everything solid for 10 seconds or 50 seconds percent chance. This makes the number 4 on the Frost even better. And biting Frost is great for Frost doing damage against things. But Hydroid, we've already got the pilfering augment. I don't see a need for one of the other ones right now. We're not going to get anything from Avara. Limbo, not so much. Mirage, we've already got. The Hall of Malevolence could make Mirage a very good attacker with just her number 1. We've already got the Explosive Ledger Domain on her, though. Now, Neja is one of the ones we want to get. Okay. Neja has a number of good mods. I'm going to not buy one of those until I've done some research, though. We're not doing anything with Nova. Octavia, we've got Octavia's mods right here, too. I believe... What was it? Oh, we only have 2 of Octavia's mods here. Interesting. Corvex, no. Revenant. Revenant would be nice if we had Revenant, but we don't have it yet. Sebagoth, Vauban, Wisp. Wisp will be getting. Yorelli we do not have yet. Okay, so I don't see anything that says I must have this right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to start buying things in terms of alphabetical order so that we're methodical. We want every mod. And I mean every mod. No skipping any mods for any reason. We'll want them all from here. So I'm going to get the Bolto. Actually, we'll come back to the weapon mods last, but all of actually, you know what we'll do is we'll start getting them for the Warframes we have. So Frost, we have Frost. I'm going to get Frost mods.
Yes.
And I'm going to get 2 of them.
I see.
No, you know, I can get 3 and still have
Fascinating choice.
enough for another one. And this is how we're going to be going with this syndicate. We're going to just keep getting everything until we maxed out all the mods. And all the weapons. And once and even the sigils, for all I know. I don't know if we're going to get the sigils. They're usually decorative. But we'll get everything from here eventually. By doing that, we don't have to worry about Cephalon Suda until Cephalon Suda comes up with something new, which doesn't happen all that often. Sometimes we get new mods. That's what usually happens, is new mods come in, but they don't only come on Cephalon Suda. They may come on another thing. So that's what we did with that. We will need soon some Aya and credits, but we have it for the Arbiters of Hexus. If we need to farm Aya because we've spent it all, which is very likely, we will come ahead and do that. The odds are, I think, decent based on my remembrance of how things work with the syndicates, that once this is reached max, okay, we will start leveling up, alternating between leveling up Steel Meridian and Cephalon Suda. Now, Steel Meridian is going to raise up Red Veil. Cephalon Suda will lower Red Veil. We don't want to ever be leveling up Arbiters of Hexus. We're going to level it up through this. So Red Veil is going to basically go up when we're doing this, okay, but then go back down when we need to raise Cephalon Suda. But we're not doing that until we've gotten most of the stuff from Cephalon Suda and from the Arbiters of Hexus, because if you notice, Arbiters of Hexus have mods as well, and some of them overlap the mods that the Cephalon Suda has, but there are ones that they don't, like Wukong. The Wukong mods are here. This is the ones we're going to want eventually. Okay, they are useful mods to have here. They're Bolt mods. So by just leveling up Cephalon Suda, we'll eventually also get these mods. Now there are overlaps, like the Mirage mods are here, and in fact you can see we already have one, Explosive Ledger Domain. But there are other ones that are not. Okay, so we'll be leveling up all this as well through Cephalon Suda at half rate, and eventually get all of these mods as well. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but we do have to be aware of the need to rank him up a bit. Okay, so that's taking care of that. I believe we do not. I think we might have enough Void Traces, 106, to go visit Varzia again and get another one of those relics. Now, if we don't get it before I have to stop for the night, that's okay. We still have 4 days, remember, to do this. But we will want to get that.
All
We
right,
have
let's make some memories. The Prime Vanguard, the pride of Empire.
4 days and 16 hours.
Hell of a thing.
And at that point, we will have nearly a month to get Wisp and Hildren. We have some of the Wisp and Hildren parts already. So that will make things easy. But here's where we go. That must be her music playing there. She must have her own, like, music thing going on. Alright, so we're going to this mezzo. We're going to purchase another one.
Sexy thing, but I think you'll do fine. Enjoy your future.
Okay. Are we ready? Here we go. We're going to do another mezzo defense run, because that's all that we have available. And it's this time, it's this one here. Okay. So we're going to go there. We're going to go and Radiant Eyes this one. And we're going to equip it for our mission. And hope that we get it on the first round of defense. Alright, here we go.
You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive. There are void
Get in the
features
elevator,
in the
guys.
area. Use these to crack open a relic.
He's still loading. There he goes. Always polite to wait for the people to get in the elevator before.
Reinforcements are inbound. Hold the line. A fissure. Defend yourself and use a captain to open relics. The enemies are dropping reactant. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Where is Creeper? Oh, that's weird.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Another Pandora Prime. But I'll take the Grendel Prime blueprint. Sure, we'll go at least another round. Oh. No, maybe not.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Oh, we got a Gara here too.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Oh, let's see. I'll take that from the Prime blueprint. Oh, wait.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back.
Okay.
Time to get out of here.
Got 18 more void traces to our 6 that we have right now. Oh, goodness. Let's go back to the base of operations. Ah, you can see everybody's doing things through Chronia Relay right now. I'm curious. That was the Colossus? Colossus Prime handle. We've got 2 of those now. We just need 1 more blade, but also it's mastery rank 13. Alright. I need to take a longer break. I don't know how long it'll be. I might stop for the night at this point. I'm tired. In which case I'll resume this on Monday. Oh, no. If I'm going to do that, then I should go to Barrow. Alright, no, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, alright? So I will be right back after 5 minutes. I'm just going to get us into, and then we'll continue with that. All right, so 5-minute break. I'll be right back.
When in Cetus, do not drink the kombucha. You are incapable of producing the hydraulic effort required to unstick your tongue from the roof of your mouth the following morning.
In a world like this, it can be hard to have hope. When the man owns the system, and the system serves to save the man from us. But I'm here, dreamers, to help you pierce that false fog. We'll chase it away with acts of beauty and succeed or fail. Face the foe, eyes open. As someone once said, if nothing saves us from death, may love at least save us from life. all of you drifting out there in the black, mark the frequency. The time has come to act together, to open our eyes and gaze with utmost clarity past the present and into a future we create. Shoulder to shoulder, mark the frequency.
And I'm back. All right. Sorry about the delay, but rule one of playing Warframe as part of this series is take care of yourself. If you need to take a break, take the break. Rest your fingers. Go to the bathroom. Get something to drink. Because it's way, way too easy to get sucked into this game and not be ready for life, the rest of your life. So you need to do things like take care of yourself. All right, so we're gonna actually. I'm now decided that I am in this to win this. I'm gonna make sure that we get that, even if it takes all of our Aya. Okay, and in fact, just because I know it might take all of our Aya, I am going to save us a couple of trips and spend all the rest of our Aya on that particular relic. And then hopefully, we will manage to get it open today. So I'm going to browse wares. We're going to come back here. We're going to get all 5 that we can get.
May the void bring you what you need.
All right. Now, can I use them yet? No,
Well,
because
good luck.
I want every one of those to be radiant. That means we're going to have to farm 500 void traces. But we're not going to do it all at once. We're going to try 100 and then radiant and then 100 and then radiant and so on and so on. Hopefully, it's no longer defense missions. No, now it's just, there's a capture. Oh, thank God. Oh, so much better. Okay, so we have a capture there. We have a mobile defense on and a survival on Earth. There's a disruption mission for Neo. Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's look at our relics really quick, because I don't remember what we have anymore. I think we have enough Neo relics. I mean, Lith relics to do. We have 6 Lith relics. We have 3 Meso relics that we can work on, and a Neo relic. Okay. And 24 void traces. So we need to get some more void traces. We'll probably have to go and farm some more relics before we're done. Okay. So the Lith relics, we can go do a survival mission. Okay. For that, I'm going to want to switch to our survival expert, which is Rhino. And we'll go and there it is, survival. We'll unlock a bunch of Lith relics all at once, and maybe get some more in the process. So it doesn't matter which ones we're unlocking, because again, I am just undoing it for void traces more than anything else. Although, hey, if we happen to get like a Trumna Prime, I thought I got the Trumna Prime blueprint, but maybe not. If we happen to get one of these things that I don't have, or one of these things that I don't have, or these things that I don't have for that matter, I will be happy to have them. It'd be nice. Okay, let's start with our Lith tutus. Let's say yes. And nobody else is doing this, apparently. Or they'll join in, or I'm joining in. One or the other. There we go. Got a whole group.
job is to distract the enemy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for much-needed supplies.
Oh.
Make your presence known.
Somebody has to do
Watch
this.
out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support. We're near a fissure. Fallen enemies will drop crucial life support. Be on the lookout. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic.
The impure. The
Oh, I'm about to be
unworthy
hunted.
have no future.
Won't that be fun?
Keep fighting. Look for more reactants.
Somebody left the squad? We just got started.
Life support
I
incoming.
don't know where everybody else got to. Let's go find them.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. Get ready for a capsule. Additional life support has arrived.
There's the exit. Whoop.
help our cause. Extraction is available if you need it.
I'll take that Phantasma farm blueprint.
Most wise founder, protect your avaricious servant.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Where did they go? Well, one of them's this way.
fight, the more successful we will be.
None of these really matter. Nope, they are not that way. They are this way.
just found. They could not do this without you.
Take that Mesa Prime blueprint. That's definitely worth grabbing. Oh, nope, they're withdrawing. I guess I'm withdrawing too. Let's see, the exit is this way.
Another job well executed.
We got 38 void traces out of that. And a couple more blueprints. And one more lith relic. But that 38 traces is not enough to do another Radiant run. I'm curious as to how we're doing quest focus-wise. Oh, we still got plenty of focus that we can earn. Alright. There's a capture Mezzo Fisher. Crossfire Exterminate, which is not really any different than Exterminate, really. It's the same thing. Unlike Conjunction Survival, which is a different sort of thing than Survival. I could do the Crossfire Exterminates and open up some more Lith relics, or I could do some captures. Let's do a Crossfire Exterminate. And open up another Lith relic.
Cosmic background radiation is a riot.
I'm yawning now. This is a sign.
Eliminate all Corpus threats.
Watch for security systems.
Oh, it helped.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
Alright, which way are we going? This way. Only see 3 of the 4.
broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Somebody's got an awful lot of pets with them. Ah! I'll take the Zaku Prime Systems. Okina. Oh no, actually, I got to take the Okina Prime. That's a rare of mine.
Another job well executed.
I think we have some Okina Prime parts too. Yes, we have 2 of the handles. We don't have any of the blades. And it's a master rank 2, but I've heard that it's a good weapon. I don't remember if I actually have one on my main account or not. I don't think I do. But if I look at that up real quick. Yeah, we have the Prime Blades come in with I think it's a common on some Axie relics. So we should be able to pick that up much more easily than some of the other things. But I do not know which ones it is. Let me look at that real quick. Okay. How many void traces do we have? Let's find out. Do I have enough yet? Inventory of void relics. It's the easiest way. 95. We do not have. Okina Prime shows up on. That's probably on this one. This I think is the Axie C10. And it also might show up on this N13. I think that one's vaulted. Let me look at my list of active relics. I have. There we go. All right. So the Lith C12 is vaulted. The Lith L5 is vaulted. The Lith C4 is vaulted. The Axie C10 is active. Yep. And the N13. So these 2 are definitely where we could get the blade. If we did Axie runs, we would probably get the blades pretty quickly. Just because those 2 relics have a good chance of dropping them. Let's see. C4, no. Mezzo, A8 and G7. Mezzo A8 has it as well. Oh no, it has the handle. Okay. Okay, so yeah, these 2 have the blade. These 2 are vaulted. The Mezzo T7 is also vaulted. So if we want to get the blade, we're going to have to get some Axie relics, but we can save for those. Okay. Don't have enough void relics. We need to do another lit or mezzo to get more void traces so that we can do stuff. That Lith Crossfire Exterminate took a longer time than I wanted it to take. I'm going to do that capture mission, and that way we can do these a little quicker. So let's switch out to Wukong. Arsenal. Come up here, go to Wukong. There we go. Okay, exit.
Ready for
Okay.
action.
And then go to navigation. And choose that capture meso. And anything but the N15 will be fine. I'm sure we'll find quite a few people trying to do this run, because captures are, as I said, the bread and butter of cracking void relics. If you get a capture mission, people will want to use it.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
If Rainier deteriorate over time, is that what makes them violent?
Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Collect reactant to open your relic. Be aware. Only corrupted enemies will drop it. You are going to need more reactant. Want to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive. Mission complete. The captain has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done. Heads up. A Grenier assault team is headed your way. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
And we're here. Titania, I'm surprised I beat Titania here. Titania is usually the first one through a capture mission. It's one of the reasons I want Titania so badly. Titania is a tiny little powerhouse. Well, I'll take the Nidus Prime system since I don't have it. I have the Icarius Prime Link.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
Now we have enough to do a run with the N15. Capture N15, upgrade, make radiant. Yes, please. And equip for mission. I may seem like we've cracked a lot of them, but honestly, I think we've only gone through about 10. Because we've been doing a lot of other ones to get the void traces for those 10. That's why it seems like we're cracking so many of them. But really, 17 is a decent average if you're cracking them solo.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
If we can avoid alerting them, this might be easier.
Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collective to open the void realm. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
I can't believe I ran off the edge of that.
Our target is in the vicinity.
Where are we?
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Really? Okay, well in that case,
Well
our
done,
rock
Anna.
was cracked.
Your relic is opened.
I can't go through the little... Oh! And I need more energy. I ran out of energy.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Bolt Prime chassis. I like the Inaris Prime too, but I'll take the Volt Prime over Inaris Prime.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
And now we have to get more void traces. All right. I'll do another one. Unless there's another capture, good capture out here. No. This. I don't know if there's going to be enough void traces with these two, but we'll try it.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
If we can avoid alerting them, this might be easier.
Void fishers. You need
Oh,
them
heck.
to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury?
Well, that's one way of getting rid of the extra speed from Volt.
Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them. You found the target. Capture them quickly before they escape. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno. Watch yourself. Rainier are on the way.
Ooh. Oh, I turned off the mic. Yeah, I'll take that.
Work. I am pleased
And
with
the
your
extra void
performance.
traces for it. We may have one already, which we did. Okay, but it's worth it for the void traces. So that gives us 76. If we get 24 in the next one, which is unlikely, but you never can tell, we might be able to do it with just the Meso relics. Alright, do another capture. Do this Meso V11. And equip for the mission. Hello? Okay, yeah. My mic is working.
You are here on a
That is
capture
not what I
mission.
wanted to
You
do.
must find, capture, and extract our target.
Grineer prey on the weak, but we prey on the Grineer.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant.
We've got a lot of...
Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic. Don't forget
Wow.
the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
I
Still
barely
clear.
moved
No
there,
detection
and
of enemy sensors.
it looks to me like...
After
Oops.
this, bring them in. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Success.
I believe that's a
Capture is
mirage.
safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
Alright. No, my reactant is not... I need one more reactant, so I gotta go a little slower until I get that reactant. This way. Now we can go ahead
Well done, Tenno.
and speed up, and we're going this way. That's not the way, though. Yep, Mirage. Oh my goodness. Very sparkly Mirage. Holy smokes. That is fashion Mirage. Alright, got the Nautilus Prime systems over here. I have the Nezha Prime systems already, but this Master Prime handle I don't have. I'm gonna stick with the Nautilus Prime systems. It's worth the most ducats.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
And we got enough void traces for us to do another shot at the N15 while we still have capture missions. Alright, so hit exit, come back in here, Go pick that same mission while it's still available for the next 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Select this, upgrade relic to Radiant, and equip for mission. Yes. Alright, we made it in. And once more, our prayer to the random number gods. Oh, please, let this be the one.
You are here to find a target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting. Target located. Bring them in.
Linear used to be buildings, but now all they make is war.
Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury?
I do need some more void traces.
Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic.
Stop doing that.
Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. Mission complete. The captain has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done. Watch yourself. Bring your arm
Hasn't
away.
complete until...
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I still need some reactant. I'm 2 away. There's one.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
Move. No! I want the plastids. Another Lex Prime blueprint. Good God. I'll go with the Lex Prime blueprint just so I have one.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
We got 30 void traces out of it. But now I'm out of meso relics that I can crack for the purpose of getting void traces. And this capture mission is no longer available. So let's see what became available when it went away. There's a survival meso, which is definitely not what we want right now. Wow. The only thing of any real significance that we could do would be the Crossfire Exterminate. Alright. We have 1 Neo relic. We have the 3 N15s, and we have 3 Lith relics left. That's it. That's our lot in life. We're going to have to go and farm relics. And I just don't have the energy to do any more of that today. We'll do more of that on Monday. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go see Barraketeer. Zoom out. We'll go back. Oh, Saturn is actually where we want to be. Corona Relay. Doesn't matter which one we go to. Okay. Alright, let's go say hi to Barricatier again. And then we ignore him because we do want this prime dual rounds. I don't care about this one at all. Okay. Um, I wouldn't mind getting one or more of these weapons. Okay. But they aren't needed right now. I have an Axie. Yeah, that's for getting the Vasto and the Akvasto. If you really wanted to spend a lot of ducats and you had a lot of extra relics, which people who are extremely high master rank might have, okay, then they might farm a bunch of these out in order to get the Vasto and the Akvasto if they don't already have it. The odds are they already have it from other things. The Sands of Inaros blueprint gets us some useful things. Sands of Inaros lets us go in to do the quest for the Inaros Warframe. I'm in no rush to do that one. It is a very good one to scan Kavats for, in order to get the genetic scans for Kavats. But I have no intention of doing that right now. The only thing I'm going to go get is that prime dual rounds arch gun thing, because we really don't have much arch gun support. So in order to do that, I need 220 more ducats.
No, surely your funds are the problem.
Both, actually. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through this again and see what we have. I have it by listed by owned again. Okay, we know we don't need duplicate blueprints, main blueprints, so I can sell one Sevagoth Prime blueprint. I can sell one Akjagara Prime blueprint with no trouble. I can look at the other ones now. So if I bring up my my stuff that I can look at to tell me what I need for everything, I believe Xyloc Prime only requires one receiver. I have 3 of them, so I will sell 2 of these. Okay. A Celtra Prime, we just built. No, we have not built it. Boy, I gotta avoid being confused by that one. Okay, a Celtra Prime we have not just built, but we have all the parts to build. But we only need 1 stock. So I'm going to sell the other stock. Okay, that's worth 100 by itself. All right, the Acarius Prime, that's the one that requires 2 receivers, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that one requires 2 receivers, so we're not going to sell that. The Cedo Prime, I think, only requires 1, though. Yep, we have an extra one of these, so I can get rid of that. Nautilus Prime, almost certainly the systems is only 1 shot, but it is a companion, not a Warframe. Yes, it only needs 1 systems, so I can sell 1 of those. The Okina Prime handle, I'm pretty sure Okina Prime requires both of those handles. Which it does. And the same with the Orthos Prime Blade. I don't know about the Quasis Prime handle. Yes, we need both Colossus Prime handles. We're actually short one blade for that. We need 2 blades as well. All right, so that's all of our extras. But it's 340, which is enough. I'm going to sell those items and say yes. Okay. Then we're going to hit exit and come back over to Barrow.
I would never turn away a potential customer.
All right. And purchase Prime dual rounds. That's expensive. 250,000 plus 400, but we'll buy it.
I underestimated you, Tenno. I do hope you didn't put yourself in a hole for this.
Nope, we did not. Okay. And we actually happen to have a decent amount of money right now, but not as much as we did before. Okay. So one thing I will do is I'm going to come over here and look at a couple of things. We've got, no, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go, all right, so starting with vehicles. This is our Arkwing. Sad that it is still not rank 30. We do have to rank this thing up. It's going to have to take some work. We need more mods to it. As you can see, we don't even come close to having all the mods for it, but we have more that we could put on here. Morphic Transformer's ability strength, that's health and ability strength. Those are both good things to have. The extra shield capability is a good thing to have. The extra ability strength is a good thing to have, but we can't, oh, we already have that, sorry. And the argon plating is a good thing to have. Okay. Now, you may notice, oh no, well, I can put that over there to reduce the costs. Okay. I could put enhanced durability on here. But we already have it. I could put superior defenses on here for a faster recharge on our shield. But it's more important, I think, to increase our shield capacity. And increase our armor. Okay, so we spent a little bit of money for that and a little bit of endo. Oh, cancel.
Operator, Ordis wonders, what are you thinking about?
That won't exceed it. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. We managed to increased our shield, doubled our shield, increased our armor, and we now have access to a little bit better stuff for our Arkwing. Our Imperator is the arc gun. Okay, so the big thing we were missing here, okay, is any sort of useful improvements. Now we have a couple of things we can throw in here, but the key one is this prime dual rounds. Okay, I can stick that on here. That's multi-shot. If I rank that up, I'll put up 5 ranks into it because that anything more gets really expensive. But we'll start it with 5 ranks. We now have 1.6 multi-shot, which is going to increase our damage. Okay, quite a bit. Slash is not our primary thing, so we're going to put toxin on here. This is our first elemental damage here, and I'll just rank that up to max. Okay. Ammo chain gives us more ammo. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to make a significant amount of this on this. I don't even know if it lists what the maximum ammo for this gun is. Zodiac Shred, on the other hand, is slash. Let's put that in here and increase the slash a bit in here. There we go. So now our arc gun is firing for between the multi-shot and the added damage, we're now doing a lot more with it. So it's actually going to be much more effective than it was. We can throw the ammo chain on here, even though it doesn't really do all that much for us. So go back. While we're here, we'll also see if we've gotten anything new for the blade. Okay, and we do have some blade stuff here. There's status and critical, but notice this has a 0 critical chance. I can take that off. Oh no, the base damage is a 0 critical chance. What is the second damage here? Primary? What is this? I got no idea why it lists 2 damage sections. That's kind of weird. I don't know what that's from, to be honest. Okay. But yeah, even so, notice the critical chance of this weapon is a 5% chance. It's terrible. Status is more important. Extend, okay, is kind of useful in that when we swing in space, we kind of get attracted to things. Having a bigger range for that is really useful. I'm going to actually rank that one up all the way, because that's such a useful thing to have. Poisonous Sling gives us Toxin. I will happily take some Toxin. We can put the Sudden Impact down here. We'll throw up. And last but not least, we've got Bleeding Edge, which is critical damage. In the unlikely case we get a critical, we can... So I can throw these on. Okay. Is it going to do all that much? Not really. This status chance, however, might be a little bit with the... Now that we have Toxin, you see the Toxin? A status on Toxin, okay, would bypass enemy shields and deal damage over a short duration. So that's kind of a useful thing. If we can increase the status chance, we'll do that. All right. So our status chance is not high, only 15%, but could make a difference. All right. So we have now modded our stuff. We still don't have an K drive launcher. Because we haven't built a custom K drive, but that's just more decorative than anything else. We can still launch a K drive, we just don't have that. Now, Helios here, we have modded him up pretty well. I'm going to give him some more. We have the endo and the money. It's time to actually give him some more stuff. I'm going to give him another rank in Animal Instinct. Being able to spot things further away is better. Targeting receptor, I'm kind of mixed feeling on that. Every one of these, though, I can put up 2 ranks without too much trouble. Yes, it would exceed that on the Kubra. I will have to remod the Kubra the next time I use him. I will have to remod Taxon whenever I use him. So we've given him more health, more shield, more armor. He's just an all-around better Helios than he was. There is a couple of new things here. Synth Deconstruct and Synth Fiber. Honestly, not really all that useful. The fired up is more damage. Sanctuary helps us when we're reviving somebody and can be very useful. But the main things that we would want with him, other than that what's on here, are just, we don't need it right now. So we have everything we kind of need. So I'm going to leave this here. So Helios is there. His deconstructor I'm going to swap out. I like the Artex better for a lot of reasons. Okay, we're going to upgrade him. Okay, we have 3 spaces with this. At the time when we were doing it, we were looking for magnetic. Okay, might still be good because he's got the cold damage, the innate 20% cold damage on here. The status chance, extra status chance could be nice, but we would have to put an Orican catalyst on this. There's a lot of things we could throw in here. I really don't see any need to put anything new on here right now. Okay. Sometimes it's good to go back to your old things that you're using over and over and over again and review their mods, because mods, you get new mods, they could have an effect. Let me go back to Wukong himself. Okay, so now we have things like Rage. Rage would allow us to convert damage on health to energy. Not really all that useful. Okay. We could use an Exilus Warframe adapter to allow us to put something else on here. Now, Thief Sweat, we don't need to have that on here anymore because we have the companion that has it. Okay, so I'm going to take that off. That lets us put another whole mod on here. Okay, and we want that other whole mod. In order to get better stuff, do we have any more duration? Duration is really good, or efficiency. So duration, augur message we already have on there. Nothing else is going to give us more duration. Okay. What about efficiency? Blind Rage will take away efficiency. Okay. Which is not what we want. The rest of these aren't really going to help much. All right. Now, range, we now have stretch, by the way, which increases ability range even further than the Augur Reach does. And that could be useful on other Warframes. If we put more range on here, I don't think it makes any difference to most of these things. That's not gonna, this would add our Defy. Yeah. Defy is one of those things that's going to become useful later on as we go and do this. For Defy, I might want more strength rather than range. The range, if I put range on, okay, I'll show you what happens here. So range basically increases the radius a bit, okay, as to what we're getting here. The range does not affect, it does affect the stun radius of that, all right, but it does not affect most of the rest of these things, okay. All right, so more energy would help if we had a better flow. Let's see if we've got anything that gives us more energy. Augur reaches more range. Hunter Adrenaline converts damage on health to energy, but that's not what we want. Flow, we've already maxed out. Rage also converts it. So actually, it's interesting. So Hunter Adrenaline and Rage, if you've got no shields, and there are a couple of Warframes that don't have shields, they only have health, this is a great way to keep your energy up. Okay. But that does not help us either. So all that's really left for us to do is look through these and pick something that will help us a little bit better. We could get some armor, which would reduce the damage we take, but we don't really take all that much damage. And honestly, Wukong is a very survivable frame by itself because it's got his passive, which is the immortality, the 3 immortality techniques that it has. So 3 times in a mission, he can go completely to 0 and come back from it. Okay. That's awesome. Okay. And very effective. So I'm looking around. I don't see anything that really strikes me as what's motorcycle double jump strength. Enemy radar. Shield recharge. Nothing's really saying I have to have this for Wukong yet. So we're going to stick an Intensify on there right now, just to give him more strength. Now, what's more strength going to do? Look at this. It's doing health is 2-3. This is, so I'll show you. It increases the health multiplier for the Celestial Twin. Okay. This is 8 meters 1. That just increases the health per meter. So as we're traveling, we gain back health. Okay. All right. So it just gives us a little bit more health per travel. Over here, we have a damage multiplier, radius, armor multiplier for Defy. I think it has the biggest effect on Defy. Yeah, it increases almost all of those, except for the radius. Okay, so that's pretty effective. Okay, and then for Primal Fury, which is the staff. Okay, when you're using the staff, it just does more damage. Okay, it will do more damage. So really, that's the only thing that really has any effect that I can see. I could put catalyzing shields on it just to give him a little bit more immunity, but honestly, none of the rest of these things make much sense. And then, if we put an Exilus Warframe adapter on here, we could even put another mod on here, one from this list of mods. Okay, none of these are going to actually help him a lot right now. Maybe the stagger recovery. This could be, nah, even that doesn't help much. Yeah, there's just not a lot that helps him. Okay, so right now, until we get the Prime versions or the Umbral versions of some of these mods, okay, and the Umbral versions we will get eventually, but until we get those, there's just not much we can do with him. I could increase his vitality and redirection, give him more health and more shields, and that's pretty much it. Oh, we can put an arcane on him. I think we have one. Yes, we can put arcane healing on him to give him a chance to resist a radiation effect. We have to do more Eidolon missions in order to get more arcanes. So we'll come back to doing that. I am going to switch us to our Rhino loadout because it's been a while since we looked at his modding. And again, we have the same sort of thing. We have our mods are significantly done except for the armor and shield and health. Okay. There are some things that could make him a better frame. Blind Rage, okay, the efficiency is not that important compared to the strength. More pure strength for him can be very important. Okay, we have enemy sense on here and thief's wit. These are now redundant because of the animal instinct. Okay, I'll put the thief's wit up here because sometimes it's very useful to have that. I'm going to take the enemy sense off. Okay, and what we can do is, unless there's another strength thing, no, the strength we have is Blind Rage. Okay, and by putting that on there, we go from 130 to 175 strength, which is going to increase. If you look, we take that off. All right, that's 2834. We put that on. That is 3815. It goes up by almost 25%. Okay, for our iron stuff. And all these other things go up as well. That damage went up to 1400 from 1040. Okay, so worth having this. We can even rank it up a little bit further. The thing is, it now costs more energy for us to do these things. Okay, so that's the downside. Is we're using more energy, but how often do we use it? We do run into problems sometimes. Okay, I'm going to rank this up 2 more ranks because we have the money and the endo. Okay, and now we've got over 4,000 there and 1544 for this. Again, once we get primed versions of some of these mods, we'll be able to do a lot more with this. And I'll throw on the arcane slot. I'll throw on the arcane healing. Okay. Now, again, we look at all these things and say, what can we do? How can we make it better with new things we have? Mirage, okay. Well, the strength is good, but we need more efficiency than we need strength by far. Okay, we need to be able to do things a lot more. Our base energy is not going to be enough. We need to get something that gives us more energy back. Okay, honestly, not sure I can do much to give her better stuff except maybe some better shield on here. Rage could be useful if she had a lot of health, but she only has the 300 health. So she won't last long enough for that to be effective. We could replace the Thief's Wit, however, on her to something else if it was useful. Enemy sense, air advantage, modus signal. Chance to enhance critical hits from primary weapons is not bad from Vigilante Pursuit. And that can be ranked up to, I think, 25% chance. But no, I don't see anything on here that really needs to be modified right now. Okay. Hydroid. We have, again, duration, efficiency, strength. We do want that efficiency. We could unlock this in order to put some more stuff on there. But again, he's more of a range thing. And we do not have Well, we have stretch now. I'd forgotten about that. And stretch combined with the auger reach would give us more range, but we'd have to take away something else that would be useful, like shields or the augment here, or duration. We would have to cut down duration, which I would really hate to do. Right now our duration is 30 seconds on the Tentacle Swarm. We would have to cut that down to 26 seconds. It's a 4-second delay for more range. And we can't increase the number of tentacles. I'm going to leave it for right now as is. But it's something we can work on. I'll swap out that. I'll put back the Aeolac where it is because I don't want him to be going into things with a bad weapon. And I will put back our kunai. And I'll be looking for a better secondary soon. Frost, on the other hand, Frost has gotten kind of weak in our arsenal, and part of that is because we haven't been paying attention to his modding. There are now some things we can do because we've got some of his augments. Okay, so these 3 are his augments. Okay, they affect his powers. Okay, Chilling Globe is a nice augment. Okay. In order to use Chilling Globe, he just actually increased his ability strength at the cost of efficiency. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about strength right now being all that useful as much as putting Chilling Globe on here. Okay, so now his efficiency's up higher. His strength is down a bit. Does cost this, but his Chilling Globe now means that his Snow Globe will be much more effective. Okay, so that's one possible way we can build them, and this is why we have configs up here. We can actually have different ways to build them for different purposes. The other purpose would be to update one of these things. Freeze Force gives everybody, all allies, additional cold damage on their attacks. That's a lot of extra stuff. Okay, so it's a boost to damage that's going out there. Now it's just cold damage, and that means they could also play games with the statuses, because say somebody's using something which requires just pure heat, you add cold to their attacks, you're now doing blast instead of heat. Okay, so not sure how useful that's going to be, but it could be very useful in certain situations. Okay, so we've done Frost. We have other Warframes. That's our default loadout here. Some of these could now be, if we wanted to, reviewed and modded better as well. Loki, for example, we never finished leveling him. Okay, if we upgrade him, he's got some room to grow. And the key things that we want for him is duration, so that his invisibility can last as long as incredibly possible. And it's as cheap as incredibly possible. So, Streamline is going to be really useful. We've already got Augur Message on there. We will probably want other things, and he has augments, I believe, that make it more likely for him to be able to do things. I think if we go up to our Cephalon Suda and look at its offerings and search for Loki, we don't have Loki here. So who would have Loki? I think maybe Steel Meridian, maybe?
You turned your back on a lot of innocent people, Tenno. What do you care?
Nope. Then Parent Sequence will have him.
This is what we offer.
No? Who has Loki stuff? Somebody has to have it. Arbiters?
What can we do to help your journey?
There we go. So there's our Loki augments. The decoy one is not as much use. These two decoy ones, not so much as useful as hushed invisibility means that weapon noises, you're silent when you're invisible. That's nice. That can be really good in a couple of situations. So if you shoot something, you can shoot it quietly. Okay. But none of these actually help us with that. So we do need a couple more mods. One of my jobs for the next big update to my setup here is I want to put in a checklist plugin that will show us the list of different types of mods. So we have lots of different rare mods. There's the Orcan Vault mods, which we started on and we have to go back and do a lot more of. There are the Nightmare Mode mods. And now that we have unlocked more of the chart, if you can see, we're starting to get a lot of nodes, get a lot of planets where we have nodes, only a few nodes left to unlock. Venus, not sure why Venus keeps showing up as not fully unlocked. Possibly because Vesper Relay is destroyed currently. If we look at our alerts, you can see we only have Mercury Nightmare missions right now. We don't have any Venus Nightmare missions. So I'm not at all sure whether there's another node here that's not available to us right now, or if it's because Vesper Relay is destroyed. Earth, okay, we have one node to unlock here, this Earth Defense Koba, and then we can get Nightmare missions here. Mars has a few more nodes that we have to unlock, 5 of them, in order to get Nightmare missions there. Deimos, I don't think has Nightmare missions, but I could be wrong. We have a number of things that we want to do here anyway, including the Lefantis assassination at some point. Ceres, we have only a few nodes, so it's getting easier for us to start doing what we need to do to fully unlock the map, and we're going to do that soon, because at that point we can start doing what's called Steel Path. Building for Steel Path is a tough thing. We have to work on that. You can see that there's still nodes that we have to do, but we need to unlock all the nodes on a planet in order to get Nightmare missions on that planet, and the Nightmare Mode mods come in categories. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars is one category. Then there are the middle planets, okay, and then there are the outer planets, these ones over here, okay. And we want to unlock every node on every one of these things. Sedna in particular will be a really tough one to crack because there's a lot of nodes to do that we haven't even started touching. Eris, we've made a few inroads in, but there's still a lot of nodes to touch here too. Pluto, we actually are down to only 4 nodes, because we have 2 that we can't reach yet. Okay, so we're pretty close on Pluto. All these could be unlocked soon, and I'm going to do that not next weekend. Next weekend I'm not streaming. The weekend after, probably. We're going to actually start unlocking the Nightmare Mode mods. We'll do more with the Oracle Vault mods. You can see in the lower left-hand side of my corner, somebody's talking about getting the mods for the Dragon Keys, which we use for the Oracle Vault mods. And we only need 70,000 more Tycor plate. Well, I haven't done any Railjack. So I can't really give them any more Tycor plate because I gave them all that we had. Okay. All right. So, so we have the Oracle Vault mods, the Nightmare Mode mods, the mods that are the drift mods. Those are the Lua Puzzle Vault mods. I think they're called the Halls of Ascension or something like that. And each one's a different puzzle for a specific mod. And we will do all of those at some point. And then there's the 60/60 mods. Those are rare mods that have specific drop rates, but they're things like, remember that if you look at our weapons, we didn't mod any weapons. We go to our ALAC. Hi ALAC. And we upgrade it. Okay. We have a status of 33% here. And I have all 4 of the mods that are based on elemental damage. But we now have high voltage. I'm going to rank that up. High voltage is 60% electricity, which is actually more than what we're currently using with Stormbringer. Okay. And 60% status chance, all in one. Okay. By using the high voltage here, okay, I've now increased our status chance for all of these things. Okay. And we've actually, because we increased it to 60%, it's even more damage. Okay. There's 60/60 mods for every type of weapon. This is for a rifle. For every type of weapon. For every elemental damage type. Okay. Not all of them are easy to come by. Alright. High voltage can drop from a mission where in one Eris, I think it's infested salvage. But it's a very, very low percentage drop, which is why we bought it from Barakatir. Now, if we go back and get rid of that, we also have Prime Cryo rounds. Prime Cryo rounds is more expensive than regular Cryo rounds. Okay? All right. For the same amount. If I rank this up to 1, 2, 3, okay, and apply fusion, you can see that the Prime Cryo rounds cost 9. Actually, no, it isn't more expensive. It's the same cost. All right. The difference is it has 10 updates, not 5. So this can go up to a maximum of 90. This one can go up to a lot higher. Okay, so we're going to throw that on there. There's no reason to keep the regular cryo rounds on there. Okay, and we're doing more damage. We can do more damage easily enough. If I throw one more on here, Now notice it's expensive to raise these up. I'll do 3 more because we have space for it. Okay, and we don't have enough money for 3. I actually am going to go up to, there we go, yeah. I'm going to just do the 1 more. I'll apply it. It still costs the same. Okay, we're doing more damage. But if you can get all of the 60/60 mods, they can be very effective if you've got a high status weapon like this one. Okay. There are other ways we can increase status on here. Right now we increased fire rate, but if we took the fire rate off, 30% fire rate really is not much there, but I could put more status on here. Okay, by putting rifle aptitude in its place. And if we rank that up to max rank, we now have 82% chance of doing status effects. Okay, this gives us a lot more damage over time, which is what we want also. So when we start shooting things, it will be able to continue to do damage after. It'll stack that damage on them. Okay, we're just shooting a little bit slower now. Okay, we can increase the status duration even more if we wanted to. There's a lot of different ways to mod this. This also has the option of an Exilus adapter. Okay, we have to have an Exilus weapon adapter. And there are some useful things here, like Vile Precision. Slows it down. Well, actually, that one's not as good for me anyway. You can increase the ammo. You can adjust the zoom when you're aim gliding. You can make it quieter. There are a lot of useful things. There's better ones than what we have here. We don't have very many good Exilus rifle adapters. Sorry for just a second. Now, I'm talking a lot about status and things like that. Airlock is a good status weapon. We will be modding for status eventually, okay, on certain weapons like the Amprex. Status is key, is good one for that. There are other weapons where status is really useful. So we'll go back. We've got that now there. I'm going to swap out the Mark 1 Furus and put in the new core and upgrade that. Now, this one, the new core is considered a pistol. Okay, it's really a beam weapon. Okay, and you notice we have pathogen rounds on here for toxin to give us some extra stuff. It has radiation by default. Okay, we just got prime convulsion, which could be a really useful addition to this. If we took that pathogen rounds away and put prime convulsion on it, okay, we drop the toxin, the 9.2 from the toxin, but we add electricity to it. And just like the primed cold snap on the rifle, this one, unlike the regular convulsion, which can go up to 90%, no, just 60%. Let's see, 15, 30, 90. I believe it goes up to 90, or 75 or 90. This can go up to 150 something. That can be huge. So when we get a good pistol, we will be doing stuff with that. Right now, prime convulsion, though, is not all that useful. the pathogen rounds helps us give with a little bit of toxin on this one. We also have on this now Jolt. Jolt is a status and electricity thing. And if I throw this on here, we've just now gotten more electricity. We've got corrosive now with the toxin. So we're doing radiation and corrosive, okay, by doing this thing here. And if I rank that up at least once, we've got even more status. This is a status weapon, okay? Its default status is, if you look at this, we're not doing any status for anything else. Its default status is 46, okay? So putting the status mods on here, okay, is a huge thing, okay? I'm only going to put it only 1 point into that right now, because even though I can double that status chance increase even more, I would love to do that, to be honest. If the new core was a weapon I'm going to do a lot with, if I put an orc and potato on here, I would absolutely rank these all up. And I would be looking to put all 4 of the 60-60 mods. They're called 60-60 because the maximum is 60 electricity and 60 status chance. I put all 4 of them on this, okay, for status, okay. Ignore the critical shot. Add this status chance. We got a 60% there, too, okay. We take this off. We take that off. You see its base is 29, okay. So it's okay. There are ones with an even higher base, okay. But if we put the Jolt on, it goes up to 37, and if we put the Sure Shot on, it goes up to 55. So that can be increased quite a lot. If you get over 100% status, what that means is that you will be adding at least 1 status per hit, no matter what. Okay, and you can inflict multiple statuses at once, which is even better. This has a pretty decent fire rate, but there are some which have an even better one. So that's the new core. I'll leave that on my default loadout for right now, just to show you. I just wanted to show you what those mods would be useful for. Before I wrap it up for the night, it's midnight. I've been streaming again for a number of hours, and I've been streaming all day. I will not be on at all tomorrow. I have things that I have to deal with. If you notice, we do have those alerts that are sitting there waiting for the 1001 United alerts that will get us Exilus weapon adapters and Warframe adapters. And we'll want to do those. And there's also, I hate to do it because it's late, but let's look at what the arbitration is. Steinanax defense. It's a defense mission with Steinanax as the if it had been a Warframe, I could have done well. I would have been there, but I'm not going to. We'll skip the arbitration. That will come back to us at some point and be usable later. But I'm not going to do that. We do need to do more Kuba siphons. We need to do a lot. There's a lot of things to do. Barricketeer kind of took over the whole month of things because he kept coming week after week after week. We now get 2 weeks, 2 full weeks, where we don't have to worry about him. Okay. Which means he's coming back Black Friday. I don't expect him to have a Black Friday sale. All right. Yeah, I know. Black Friday. If you're in the U.S., that means something. It's the day after Thanksgiving. people usually have off, and the sales are ridiculous. I really don't expect Barracuteer to be giving us a Black Friday sale, but you never can tell with these guys. DE is known to do weird things. But thank goodness I don't have to do anything for next weekend, because I can't stream at all next weekend. Or at least not until Monday. And even then, I'm not sure I can stream on that day. So, yeah. So, that's where we're at. Nightwave, we've got pretty much done, except for this arbitration. I could go and get 1,000 for that, but I'm not going to. We will stream a little during the week just to do Nightwave and to get our standing up in a number of places. Okay. So that's our main goal during the week. And maybe even until we actually can resume on Black Friday, probably. So, lot to do. Dreadful Killshot, by the way, is an interesting mod. It can be very effective if we have the Basmu. I don't remember how to get the Basmu, but it's a weapon that apparently has a really... You can increase the status chance if you put a Warframe on with a really high health. Okay. It doesn't have to be that high. It's like 600 health. No. Let's see. 6 times 75 is 450 health. So if you have a Warframe with 450 health, this is doing 360% more status. So if you have a status weapon, if Basmu is a good status weapon, Dreadful Killshot is just murder. It can probably do a lot of damage. Let's see. Anything else in here we're looking forward to? We'll get an Arcane Fury there. That'll be nice. We will get more cred. We'll get a nice Taxon skin. Okay. Eventually we'll get this Veiled Ribbon Sniper. I expect us to unlock all of these things. That's a mod for Hema. Okay. And eventually we'll get all the way to these things. Some of them are a lot of them are decorative. But some of them, like the Stance Forma and the Umbra Forma, we can't use it yet. But once we get Umbra mods, and there aren't a lot of them, it'd be really useful to put them on, because they're good mods. So that's pretty much everything. I'm not going to get distracted again, and we're going to wrap up for the night. And I will bid you a fond adieu, and happy Warframing for everybody. Goodbye.